29th of August 2022 at the National Assembly. The session commences with the swearing-in ceremony of the newly appointed Speaker and members of his Parliament. The event was attended by many dignitaries such as the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Sidiki Njai, Minister of Youth and Sport, Honorable Bakari Bajen, the founding father of NYP, Mr. Sangbojang Conte, and the UNDP representative all graced the occasion. The NYP aims at developing youths in leadership and national development. The newly elected Speaker of the National Youth Parliament, Omar Cham, read out the maiden speech of the first session. He went on to say that the organization aims at hearing the voice of young people in decision making. He further states that the Youth Parliament will be debating on key issues of life interest of youth involvement in governance style.
Resident Representative, UNDP, the Gambia, founding father of the National Youth Parliament, the Gambia, former Deputy Speaker of the National Youth Parliament, the Gambia, members of the National Assembly of the Gambia, members of the Diplomatic Corps, staff of the National Assembly, NYC Secretariat here present, partners here present, civil society organizations, members of the press, and all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Good morning to you all. It is with so much honor, excitement, and gratitude that I deliver this speech to this honorable House as we witness this symbolic occasion, the first ordinary session of the National Youth Parliament of the Gambia for the year 2022. I am somewhat delighted to have been elected as Speaker of this August Parliament, a position I seek to steer with utmost dedication, commitment, fairness, and sacrifice to lead and live up to the expectation of the young people of our dear motherland. I want to congratulate all of you honorable members of the National Youth Parliament for being duly elected and nominated as National Youth Parliamentarians, tasked with the mandate of representing the voice of young people of our lovely country. I pray that Allah the Almighty eases the execution of the task ahead of us and give us the opportunity to give a new face to the strive in the promotion of youth participation in governance and decision-making processes. This new dawn would therefore give us the opportunity to critically assess the status quo of young people and as well the laws, the policies, and the initiatives that govern young people. As such, I am pleased to inform this August Parliament that in this session, we will discuss and debate on key matters confronting the lives and welfares and interests of young people of our dear motherland. It is paramount to note that the journey towards this glorious moment was not an easy one. It was marked with endless sacrifice, dedication, and perseverance as we took up the commitment to deliver to the young people of the Gambia a new face of the National Youth Parliament, the Gambia, in terms of representation, operation, impact, and influence.
Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Bajen, also listed the importance of this youth group in empowering young people of their role of national development. He urges them to take up the task seriously. He concluded by giving assurance that his ministry will work towards developing young people in occupying space in leadership role.
The important session dubbed the 9th Parliament, which marks the first ordinary session of the National Youth Parliament for 2022. The National Youth Parliament, NYP, as known to many, has been one of the oldest existing youth associations that, despite the challenges of running youth-focused organizations in the country, they continue to recruit, nurture talents, and build skills of young people from all social backgrounds and regions of the country. It is for this resilience and continued quest to empower young people to play their role in national development that us at the Ministry of Youth and Sports through the National Youth Council, never hesitate to collaborate with them in our common goal of raising awareness about issues confronting young people, build capacities of the young people, empower communities, and advocate for the participation of young people in political and governance processes. Before I continue, Mr. Speaker, I wish to congratulate you as the newly elected Speaker and your deputy, as well as all the other young people who have been elected at the constituency level and have taken an oath to serve their constituencies and serve the young people of the Gambia. It is a daunting task that out of almost 60% of the population, you are the ones that have been elected or nominated to represent all the other young people. But I believe that you have the spirit, you have the talent, and you have the commitment to do your best during your term as members of the Youth Parliament. Let me assure you that as a ministry and government in general, we will continue to engage with you as much as necessary and further strengthen our collaborative work in all areas of concern to our youth constituents that we professionally and voluntarily serve. We will continue to engage and listen to you. This is an undeniable right that you have as youths of this country, and a duty that we as public servants have towards you and the people that you represent. Honorable Speaker and members of the Youth Parliament, as you start your 9th parliamentary sitting, I wish to remind you that despite the limited in numbers, you are representing one of the key, or in fact the most important sector of our society, and that is the youth. And while your resolutions might not be binding on government and stakeholders, they go a long way in giving the policymakers ideas about the major concerns of the youthful population of this country. Beyond the resolutions, the ordinary session is an opportunity that gives young people a platform to voice out their concerns in a free and democratic space. It is therefore important that all of you present here and participating in the ordinary session take it serious and, of course, be realistic in your submissions and your arguments. The clerk, who is the master of ceremony, I'm of the conviction that the 9th Parliament will create avenues in which its honorable members will have their skills built in different areas and knowledge enhanced in various topical issues, especially those related to social, environmental, and emerging phenomena.
The UNDP representative said it's a crucial step in inspiring youths into leadership. She further discloses that the UNDP will continue to join efforts in engaging youths, especially young women, in leadership.
While UNDP is particularly proud to sustain its partnership with the Office of the Clerk in ensuring that all youth participation and voices can be heard at national decision-making platforms, UNDP is fully committed to expanding its partnership to strengthen women's leadership in the National Assembly. It is our sincere hope that the government, civil society, and development partners, and we are very also delighted to be a member of the Friends of Parliament with the British High Commissioner and the EU and other partners which are also members in supporting it, but also other sister agencies like UNICEF, UNFPA, and WFP, you name it. So it's a whole entire family, UN family, that is engaged together with the development partners in supporting the National Assembly. And we will continue to join efforts toward empowering young people, particularly young women, in leadership.
The National Youth Parliament was founded in 8 March 2000 by Mr. Sambujang Conte. The first sitting session was on the 9 March 2000 2002, held in Kerawan and attended by 50 people, including partners and stakeholders. With the objectives, missions, visions, functions were discussed. NYP aiming to better the Gambia with effective participation of informed and capacitate young people in contributing towards national development through principle-centered leadership development and advocacy. Reporting for LSTV1, I am Bajen Camara.